Today on Nathan and oh my goodness, does my voice always sound like this, Nathan?
I love it.
All right, business time. Today on Nathan and Landon do business. We unlock the magic with Keebler Corp to make some spellbinding sense. Drifter power, Nathan.
Dude, drifters have deep, sexy voices too.
Only this one does.
Yeah, I was walking past my son's room and I heard two of my boys, one of whom is 13, asking his brother, he's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how deep is my voice?
That's great. And what was the rating?
I don't I think his older brother was just like, you're weird or whatever. So
Scale of 1 to 10. Well, we need to clarify the scale. Does one deep or is one high?
yeah, it was a very ill-defined question there. So it needs some work.
Yeah, we can workshop it a little bit.
I don't
Tell
know
them
what
I
they're
think
teaching them in 8th grade these days, but defining the parameters of your query are very important.
yeah, and I'm sure there already is some kind of voice depth scale that exists. We can look into that. We'll
Yeah.
get the boys in the lab on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, welcome everybody. This is a podcast, a business podcast called Nathan and Landon Do Business. I am Landon, and with me is the one, the only plumber's helper, Nathan.
I think you might have used that one.
Oh, did I?
I don't know.
I used a plumber, I think. I don't know if I used helper. You've been demoted.
Yeah. These things happen in the plumbing business.
One day you're top dog, full plumber. Next day you're a plumber's helper.
You don't show enough ass crack, they bust you right down to helper.
Exactly. Yeah. This is my whole way of saying, Nathan, hang in there. This is our way of, we're going to work through and build resilience as you work your way back up to full plumber.
Thanks. I really appreciate that. It's been a struggle.
I understand.
Support means a lot in this trying time.
All these young new plumbers coming out charging half the rate, we can't compete with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get through it. I believe in us. Yeah. So Nathan, we've been on a journey the past week, have we not?
Indeed, we have.
It's been kind of a I don't want to say an unusual strategy we've been pursuing, but it's definitely more circuitous than most.
It would be unusual for lesser men, but this is right in our wheelhouse, I feel.
Not exactly. So, for those of you who are confused by this, watch the last episode, you big dummies. There's a lot more context in there. And I'm sorry for calling you dummies. You all are taking time out of your busy day to watch two adult men brainstorm silly business ideas. You're not dummies. You're precious treasures. But go watch that video, because in it, we decided we were going to pitch Keebler on a business idea in which we're targeting drifters, and their cookies will somehow guide them to create a magical deodorant, after which they're feeling very ambitious. So that's kind of the logic thread that we're looking to weave here. So Nathan, I'm curious, how did you crack this business nut? Business nut.
I don't want to hear about that.
No.
That's a very different podcast.
The business nut. I shouldn't have said that twice. Gross.
I took a stereotypically circuitous route to get to the answer here.
Perfect. So
I worked it backwards.
Just like Agatha Christie.
Yeah.
Is there a murder in your pitch?
Maybe.
Ooh, I'll never tell.
I probably will tell in a couple of minutes here.
Yeah, no, me too. So what I did is I decided, we got the Super Bowl coming up here. I figured I would make a Don Draper style pitch to the powers that be at Keebler for a powerful Super Bowl commercial. One that's gonna stay in the pop culture vernacular for generations to come. We had the Was Up guys, you had whatever Budweiser frog, and then this. This abomination that I have wrought. Yeah. Do you want to see it?
I'm very excited to see it.
Okay, I'm kind of excited to show you. And I apologize, everybody out there. I'm probably not speaking as clearly as I normally do. As you can tell, my voice sounding much cooler than it normally does. I'm a little bit sick and a little bit loopy. So okay, Nathan. It actually works because I can use my Don Draper voice now. My Don Draper voice. How's
Nice.
that? Okay, so all of you out there watching, I want you to sit back. Think one of the fondest memories you've had as a child. Keebler. Embrace the enchantment. Embrace that enchantment of youth and discovery. In a world where paths diverge and destinies intertwine, Keebler Cookies invites you on an enchanting journey. Like the drifters, explorers of realms seen and unseen, you too hold the power to create magic in the mundane. Unleash your inner alchemist with Keebler's spellbinding flavors, each a key to unlocking an extraordinary odor. So that's where I'm
That's
going.
that's an intriguing pitch so far.
Are you captivated so far?
I am.
Do you want to turn over your entire advertising budget to me? Please say yes.
We'll see.
Okay. So here's the next. So, okay, so I'm gonna do this is I have these I have a storyboard for this, and I'm gonna read the script for each one. So here we go. In the heart of dawn's first light, where mist whispers secrets of old, the enchanted forest awakens. Here the drifters roam, souls alight with the thirst for discovery. So, as you can see here, we have drifters wandering in a magical forest, each drawn by something that they can't quite define what it is, but they're pulled towards it inexplicably. Hidden in the embrace of an ancient bark, a treasure awaits. Behold, Keebler cookies, aglow with the magic of forgotten realms, calling to the curious drifter.
I
Pretty
couldn't get
good, right?
any version of the Keebler logo to come out, so well done on that.
I got lots. I was kind of upset that he looks more Indiana Jones than Drifter, but I'll take it just
Yeah.
because the elves and the cookies turned out so good. I love this one. With each bite, a transformation unfolds. Behold, as the ordinary turns extraordinary, engulfed in dancing, vibrant auras, magic once dormant, now alive within. Like that's looks like it's coming out of his crotch.
Yeah. Starts on the ground, goes straight to the crotch, and then manifests
So,
in the air.
yeah. So what you're seeing here is he is becoming increasingly ambitious and creative with every bite of cookie he takes.
I see.
Check. Yes. Here we go. Inspired by the enchantment of Keebler, a creation is born. Behold, a spellbinding deodorant infused with the essence of wonder. Its aura is captivating as the cookies themselves. So here he is making a cookie deodorant.
That smells like cookies.
I still haven't defined the scent yet. Jasmine? I don't know. I like this one a lot too. So this is an alternate frame of the deodorant creation, which I like a lot.
Just this big vat of Keebler.
I just like how he appears to be chanting something to it.
Yeah.
So, and here we have
Keebler.
Yep. And so as the journey begins anew, shared amongst wanderers, this marvel the marvel ignites a call to adventure. For in every cookie lies a delightful, smelling spell waiting to be cast. So here, now they're basically like tough Avon ladies, but drifters selling deodorant in the woods.
Yeah.
To each other. So there we go. Keebler cookies, where every bite spell waiting to cast. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I also like that you invented a new letter there. It's a combination of B and L. It's like the interrobang of the alphabet.
For years, spelling scientists have been looking for a way to accomplish this very thing.
Yeah. You've pulled it off.
You're welcome.
A, B, C, blah.
This very common scenario. There's no confusion anymore. Blah.
Blah.
So I got a few other ideas here. So This is what I'm calling the Keebler Alchemy Challenge that will run on TikTok. Here we have influencers taking bites of cookies and inventing new deodorants with every flavor. So pretty much like what's going to end up happening with these cookies is everyone could be a scent influencer where you can go out there and make your own deodorant and tout it on TikTok. So here we have a TikToker up here in the upper right who looks visibly deformed, like she's, which is great. This is my favorite one though. This is we get a drifter on TikTok making a spellbinding deodorant talking about it, which I just really enjoy.
I think
But
that's actually legitimately Swedish that he's got on his phone right there.
I think you're right.
Speedboarding challenge.
Maybe this
Apologies to
challenge...
our Swedish listeners.
Exactly. I just like his handsome neckerchief and what appears to be some kind of magic wand
Yeah,
appended to his drifter jacket. It's very good.
that's a dapper drifter right there.
Dapper drifter, dapper drifter Derek.
Yeah.
But really at the heart of my business lies a shocking secret, which is we're actually luring drifters into these trees so we can turn them into cookies. So that's the magic. The drifters are magic, and they're the ingredient. It's people. It's drifters.
Keebler
So,
cookies are made of people.
it took a lot of work to get this image done. Dali did not want to do this. For some reason, they're ethically opposed to an image of drifters being lured into a conveyor belt in which they're being turned into cookies.
Yeah, I think that was the problem I had with the Dali, especially getting the Keebler logo to work, because I was asking some very specific images that it was not willing to make. So, and it's even like, okay, I'll give you a little bit, but I'm not putting the Keebler logo on it. So,
Yeah. So, what do you think, Nathan? Do you think we have a chance of making a Super Bowl spot here with this?
absolutely, we do.
There we go. Look at this. This is magical. This keyframe alone, this will be
Yeah,
seared into the memory of all children who watch it.
that's the frame that sells it right there.
Yeah. At this point, you don't care that you're having a big mouthful of drifter. All you're thinking about is the magic you experienced as a child.
Don't ever question where those cookies come from.
Drifters, delicious. So, I never thought I would utter the phrase in my life, a big old mouthful of drifter, but here we are. Enjoy a big old
Hey kids,
mouthful.
how delicious would you say a drifter is?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how delicious is a drifter? 1 being not delicious, 10 being the most delicious thing ever.
If you see a drifter, go lick him. Get a sense of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so Keebler, call me. I'm ready to go into pre-production, make this spot. We can have it live at the Super Bowl. You're gonna love it. Sales are gonna go through the roof.
Yeah. Now's the time to strike.
It is. Oh, and I forgot to ask you to sing along in the background, Nathan.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot
I forgot to ask.
to hum.
The one thing that I thought that pitch could have used was some music, but it's fine. Anyways, not to draw this out anymore. What do you got for me, Nathan?
Well, sadly,
Shower
no
me.
background music.
Want me to give you some?
What I'd like you to give me is the permission to share my screen. So.
This is how much of a power trip I'm on. Is I require that everyone ask me. Please say it in like a little Lord Fauntleroy voice. Ask permission.
Please, may I share my screen?
Share your screen. Yes, of course you may.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just gonna pick this screen.
Oh boy.
All right. So mine is also just a series of images, but I didn't write such captivating copy to go along with it. So
You thought my copy was captivating?
I did.
Ooh, I'm gonna write about that in my diary.
So
I run away from the screen. You just hear me giggling in the background. He thinks my copy is captivating.
so this is aimed directly at Keebler. So all you Keebler executives out there that are watching, pay attention.
or Keebs as we call them.
Yeah. So drifters, who are they and what do they want? So, I mean, this is the kind of question that keeps me up at night. So, the drifter has been a part of the American landscape since the open freight car was invented, but we still know frighteningly little about them.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've spent the last 6 months in extensive study of the drifter lifestyle, from the common tramp to the stylish rogue, passing through bums, hobos, and vagabonds. I met with them all and categorized the different types of drifters and their assorted powers.
I can't wait.
So that's right, powers, because like we all know they possess a limited power of flight when presented with a pie cooling on a windowsill. But I find myself wondering what else could they be capable of? And also, I'm not sure, but this pie may have been baked by Satan. Like we can explore that later. But
That guy's head is huge. He looks like John Madden.
yeah. Um, but what else can they be capable of? And it turns out they can do all sorts of amazing things.
Wow.
But that's a story for another time. My point is, in all of these studies and travels that I've been doing, there's only one thing that the hobos of the world can't do.
Go on.
That's right, love.
Oh no.
So it turns out there's a lot of dudes out there and not many ladies to accompany them. Not a lot of ladies to go with the tramps, if you will.
Oh, I think I know where this is headed. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of hobos, not many hobas, I suppose.
Oh,
Whatever the feminine of hobo is. So what I did was I rounded up the most ambitious drifters I could find to come up with a plan. So this is an actual photo of our business meetings. We spent weeks like storyboarding this, like trying to figure out a solution until the overwhelming smell left behind in the conference room led us to an obvious solution. So what is the one thing that the unhoused need more than female companionship? That's right, deodorant.
My favorite part about the previous image is all the businessmen are speaking and the hobo's like staring off in the completely wrong direction.
Yeah.
Clearly hallucinating. He's
Yeah.
he's not engaged at all.
No.
Oh,
But look how ambitious this hobo is.
oh,
Like
so much money.
it's tricky to talk to a hobo about their various odors, but it has to be done because a regular deodorant at this point is just not going to do the trick. So we need something stronger. We need magic deodorant. This is a special kind of deodorant that, when smelled, will make the smeller instantly fall in love with the smelly.
Ooh.
It's a deodorant so powerful it overrides a person's will and forces them to do the wearer's bidding. And that's why we're coming to Keebler. Because Keebler, if there's one thing Keebler's known for, it's the vast army of enslaved elves. Their downtrodden misery has worked wonders in the cookie industry, but they can do even more. But see, today
you got the Keebler logo there.
I added the Keebler logo myself because
Nice.
turns out asking Dolly to show me some enslaved elves under the banner of Keebler, they're not having it. So. But we don't want just like the grunt work of like manual labor and your typical slave labor stuff. No, we want the inherent dark magic abilities of these elves. That's what we really need to bring this deodorant into existence.
Yeah. What's
so
that? Shrala rule? I love it.
So the hatred that they feel for their corporate captors can be harnessed to fuel our new deodorant product, and in a small way seek revenge on those that have wronged them.
I have a question, Nathan. Let me know if you address this, as it's too soon to bring it up. Are we sure that we feel confident in trusting this dark power with the legion of drifters?
That's a good question. I think they're pretty trustworthy. I spent a lot of time amongst them. I think they're ready.
You assuage my concerns. I'm just picturing headlines of like these vast network of cities all falling in love with drifters. It's like drifters on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine. Oh, he's dreamy.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen. Because these hobos will have no trouble finding the love that they so richly deserve. And really, if you think about it, isn't that like what we all want? To see women tricked into marrying vagabonds? Like,
Yes, that's what I want.
yeah. So by my calculations, there's just a couple things that we need from the Keebler people to make this happen.
All right.
So first, seed capital.
Of course.
So we need approximately 531,647,018 to get this started. So we use that money to like buy sticks of common non-magical deodorant, and then shuttle in hobos from America's railways and overpasses. So
Perfect.
but once we have them here, we need a place to keep them. Hobos need to stay alive while we finish development of our cursed deodorant. So it doesn't need to be like too fancy though, because they're used to sleeping on like park benches and using their shoes as a pillow. So we need some place to house the hobos though.
I like how it's like this island of a building. Like,
Yeah.
we're just going to drop this in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
A thoroughfare is a great place.
And then once we have them here, we need like assorted vittles and bindles, like cans of beans, other canned products, colorful bandanas and sticks. We have to keep our hobo test subjects strong and in fashion because they're getting married soon, so
Exactly. You need plenty of beans.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll also need the blood of Ernie the elf. So I figured he's had a pretty good run. But the hatred and resentment that's been brewing in his veins these past few decades is an essential ingredient to the deodorant and ultimately our larger plan. So
yes. he lived a good life. He
yeah.
had a good run.
And then I also need like a pogo ball.
It's key for the ceremony.
I used to have one of these when I was a kid, but I really miss it, and I feel like the people at Keebler can make this happen. So
I had a pogo ball too. Did you have the same experience as I did, where it took you forever to actually learn how to use it?
yeah,
Yeah, it took me like in child times, I'm sure it was like 3 weeks, but it felt like my entire life it
yeah,
took me to learn how to use that damn thing.
like to get it started because you got to like start on the tilt, and yeah,
Yeah.
it takes some effort to get going, and then it would like deflate too fast. So
Yeah. Just yeah. I want one too. Two pogo balls.
two it is. So yeah, to summarize, the math is pretty clear. So deodorant plus the dark elf magic of Keebler's many slaves equals happy hobos and somewhat less happy women.
Yeah. Drifters, you'll get used to the smell. Okay, I'm really into this, Nathan. This is great. You've solved three problems. You ambitiously took one more on, which is solving the problem of hobo love.
Yeah, I just felt so bad for these hobos and how repulsed women are by them. So
exactly. We do have to keep them fit and in fashion because it's true they are getting married soon.
yeah.
I'm just imagining, I can't stop imagining the headlines and news stories of hobos, like the latest trend sweeping the nation. Women everywhere swooning for hobos.
Yeah. Like dad bods are out and hobods are in.
I can see it. I can just picture everything now. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, you'll pick up a copy of Men's Health and it'll all be about the hobo workout, like how to get that hobo bod for summer.
Run from the railway foreman.
Yeah.
Do that for at least 30 minutes a day.
Subsist on cans of beans.
Put all your possessions in a bindle and carry it on your back to build those strong back muscles. Why are hobos so funny? Like I had to give Dolly very specific instructions for Great Depression era drifters. Like
Yeah.
that was key because some of when they were doing more modern drifters, they were much too scary. So it's like no, Great Depression, funny hobos,
Yeah.
cartoon hobos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need hobos to be America's most eligible bachelors.
I want to do a TV show like that where it's like The Bachelor, but it's all this hobo, all about this hobo the women are inexplicably drawn to because of his deodorant. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it'd be even better if the hobo didn't know that the spellbinding deodorant was applied to him. He's like, my name's Dennis. I have no idea why these women want me. That would be a great show. Hear that, Keebler? We have all these opportunities. So not only can we make the deodorant, not only can we make the cookies, we can have a dating app, we can have a TV show. There's all kinds of opportunities for revenue here, Keebler. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's in their best
Once,
interest. Yeah.
if the hobos like are using this deodorant to fall in love, they're already going to be trusting of Keebler. And then we can execute the final step, which is massacring the hobos and turning them into cookies. So
Exactly. The final stage of the business plan, top secret. The funniest part to imagine is like the hobo sitting in the conference room, and that's like that's part of the plan is on the slide, but the hobo, that's the part where he was looking away. He was not paying attention. Eventually you will be massacred, Dennis. Huh? Yeah, you're on board, right?
yeah, we lure them in with the promise of true love and then consume their flesh.
We always knew this is where it was going to go, Nathan.
Yeah.
So what do you say, Keebler? How do you feel about dark magic and massacring hobos for fun and profit? Oh yeah, that'd be great. I'm sure they'll be on board, and I'm sure
Yeah.
they won't mind at all that use of their trademark.
Nah.
What I'm thinking we do, I'm going to think this through, but maybe next week we can get together. I can do some research on the CMO of Keebler, and we can write him or her a letter. Um, and also maybe next week we can think through another business idea. I kind of like this every other week cycle. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. All right, I'll do some research then, Nathan. I'll do some research on our audience, the CMO of Keebler, and we'll try to have a compelling pitch, Don Draper style. Let's really pull the stops out this time because we got something special.
Indeed, we do.
Hobos find love. It's like we are going to magically transform hobos' lives in a way that they can't even fathom. They'll have the best time of their lives until eventually they have the worst day of their life.
Yeah. But what a ride it'll be to get there. So,
Exactly. Yeah. I would take that. I would take that. In parting, I just need to show you this one image one more time, Nathan, because it just makes me laugh every time I think about it. There you go.
that drifter's crotch-based cookie magic will enthrall the nation.
Yes. Maybe this is a symbol of the cookie also leading him to find love. I can repurpose this.
Could be.
Stimulates the heart and the loins.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, I lied. I want to show you one more. This one. There we go. This is the one I want to leave you with, Nathan.
That's the key right there. That's our long-term goal.
The hobo conveyor belt. Oh, we always knew it would come down to taking advantage of the vulnerable for fun and profit.
Yeah.
Well, Nathan, as always, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you for brainstorming with me. Let's get this money. Let's get this Keebler money.
Absolutely.
All right. And America, all 9 of you, thank you for watching with us. We hope you have a blessed day. And we'll see you next week when we send an unhinged email to the CMO of Keebler.